Leonardo painted this scene twice. Years stood between them. But underneath one sits a completely different composition, hidden beneath layers of paint that he erased. The National Gallery in London examined their version of the painting in 2019 using advanced imaging technology. Infrared reflectography and hyperspectral imaging exposed ghost lines underneath the visible surface. This underdrawing shows Jesus and the angel positioned much higher than in the final painting. The angel looked downward and outward. Mary's pose was originally more dramatic, more twisted than the calm, protective pyramid-like arrangement visible today. Leonardo had drawn this first composition, looked at what he'd created, then painted over it completely. He buried it so thoroughly that only technology could retrieve it from beneath the paint. Leonardo didn't erase and start over because the commission demanded it. He chose to change his mind mid-canvas. He reworked the composition, repositioned every figure, and painted a new arrangement directly over the old one. This happened 500 years before anyone could see it. But I have another question in my mind. Why two versions of the same scene at all? In the early 1490s, the Confraternity of the Immaculate Conception commissioned Leonardo to paint an altarpiece. They wanted the Virgin Mary with the infant Saint John the Baptist and Jesus Christ in a cavern setting. They paid him for the work, then a dispute arose over payment that would last 16 years. Eventually Leonardo sold this first version, the one now in the Louvre in Paris, and moved on. Years later, he painted the scene again. This second version, now in the National Gallery in London, was created sometime between 1495 and 1508. Leonardo reworked everything about how it was composed, keeping the same basic scene, but changing its fundamental structure. The two paintings contain visual differences that reveal a shift in Leonardo's thinking. The Paris version, the first one, contains a sharp detail. The angel points a finger at John the Baptist, sharp and deliberate. Dan Brown famously misinterpreted this gesture in his novel, reading it as some hidden message. In the London version, the second painting, this finger is gone. The angel no longer points. The London version adds halos around Mary's head and the infants' heads, clear symbols of sanctity. In the Paris version, no halos appear. The scene reads as mysterious and intimate without explicit religious markers. The London version makes the divine identity unmistakable, but the most significant difference isn't visible in either finished painting. Underneath the London version surface lies a ghost composition, an abandoned design that Leonardo erased. This is what the infrared camera revealed. Also, the landscape gives weight to this shift. The scene takes place in a rocky cavern with no recognizable geography. Rocks rise in sharp formations from an unstable ground. The light arrives from no identifiable source. Nature here refuses to follow expected rules entirely. In this alien space that denies normal logic, Mary's humanity becomes the only constant. Her arms provide shelter within the inhospitable cavern. She transforms the space into a place where human protection still matters, where motherhood contains the sacred even when the natural world denies sense. The rocks themselves show Leonardo's obsession with geological detail. They reflect observation of erosion, of how water shapes stone, of the way mountains reveal their interior structures through fracture and weathering. One plant appears in the final painting that doesn't exist in nature. The flower is a hybrid, imagined rather than observed. He rendered it with the same precision as the observable rocks and distant landscape. He rendered what he saw and what he imagined with equal commitment to visual truth. But Leonardo's exact motivation for changing the composition remains unclear. Researchers can only speculate about why he decided to erase his first design. Some scholars argue the original composition didn't align with the commission. The confraternity wanted an image centered on Mary. The angel-centric arrangement didn't match what the patron likely needed. The revision addressed this requirement. Others suggest Leonardo's own thinking evolved between sketching and painting. His understanding of Mary's role and theological significance may have deepened. He might have recognized the revision as more complex than what he'd initially planned. He might have been pursuing purely formal concerns. Perhaps the angel-centric arrangement didn't work visually. Repositioning Mary forward could have created better compositional balance. The truth likely involves all these forces simultaneously: patron expectation, evolving theological ideas, former refinement, all working together. What we know with certainty is that Leonardo thought in paint. He didn't work from a fixed plan. He changed direction mid-canvas. He looked at what he'd done and rejected it completely. He erased his first thoughts and started differently. That's the strange secret the infrared camera revealed. Underneath the finished work is evidence of a mind-changing direction. He was choosing different priorities. He was reaching toward a meaning he was still discovering as he worked. The painting we see is what that reaching created. The ghost version underneath is the reaching that didn't complete. Both exist, layered in the same frame. The finished work and the abandoned vision occupy the same physical space. Leonardo painted this painting twice and left evidence of both attempts visible only in light we cannot see with our eyes.